Hello, my stars, and welcome back to Sky's Disastrous Life. Today's topic is bugs. Bugs. I hate bugs. A lot of you know this. Returning viewers know that, I've always talked about how much I hate bugs. But let's talk in depth about bugs. Not too in depth, but a little bit. Um, Stuff has happened, with bugs. So, it was my mama's birthday a little bit ago. Everyone wish Mama Sky a happy birthday. Do it. uh, by the time this is coming out, it'll be long past, but her birthday was May 29th. Um, so, Mom's birthday. We went out, we got some cupcakes, we got a cake, and for the cupcakes, we ate two of them same day we got them. Um, and so we each had one left. And Mom was like, I was like, yeah, we should probably put them in the fridge. And Mom was like, nah, that'll be fine, you know? And I was like, I trust Mom. And she's right, it would have been fine. Except it was late at night, like 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., somewhere in that time. And I'm awake because, of course, I am. But I am feeling peckish. And I'm like, you know what I have? I got a cupcake I can go eat. So I go over and I walk to the kitchen and I, even without my glasses on, immediately start cursing. I'm like, shit, 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 shit. Why? Because there's a trail of little black dots leading to the box the cupcakes were in. And I immediately knew, shit, the ants are back. And for a little context, we had ants in the kitchen. It was really bad, but then we bug bombed the entire house, so we thought they were all fucking gone. But nonetheless, they seem to still be here. And yes, the cupcakes are gone. They are dead. Mom's was in a little container because she had it specially made. Doesn't like cream cheese, so she got it with buttercream. And it was really good. I was really happy for her. But they were in that container too. Like, no. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope. Nope. Both dead. And I, in my tired haze, didn't know how to explain that the ants got to the cupcakes. So I wrote on a sticky note, the cupcakes have been compromised. Ants. Lots of ants. I have pictures. Because I took pictures of the ants. Just in case Mom, I don't know, thought I was lying or something. Not really that I thought I was lying, but just so she could see the damage that was done more. That's why I took them. Um, and I stuck that on her door. So this morning I went over to her and she was like, "Yeah, I know. I saw the note." I was like, "Oh yeah, uh, yeah." And as I thought about the note, I was like, I was so tired, but man, it made it sound like I was a spy on a secret mission. The, the cupcakes have been compromised. Code red, code red. Like, it was super funny. Um, but yeah, sadly, the cupcakes are gone. They are very much gone. So there's that. And a couple. Also yesterday, I was taking off my shoes, and I noticed I have my nightstand is a shelf turned on its side, uh, a multi-tiered shelf turned on its side, and I've been using that as my nightstand because it fits like perfectly where my window is. And I noticed something peeking out, a spider. And I'm like, God damn it. So I grabbed the bug spray, I spray in there, and I'm like, die. I hope it's dead. I didn't see it. It was hard to see. It was dark. I was like, you know, but I hope it's dead for my own sanity. Now, why wasn't I freaking out more? I mean, that's a spider near, where I sleep at night. Well, because I already had that experience. See, I was laying down one night, and I happened to feel something on my neck. And see, I thought it was just a stray piece of hair, since that happens, since I have a wolf cut. So I just kind of, brush it, kind of grab it to fling it away, because it's hair. Until I hold it up and I see 8 legs. And I'm like, well, shit. And I, of course, still flung the motherfucker. Because, of course, I was freaking out. A spider was on my neck. Come back a little bit later. It is a dead spider, which, good. It was a daddy long leg. And from what I could piece together, there were several spiders in the bathroom, and I had sprayed them all. And one had, kind of ran off, but I assumed he'd die because I sprayed him. He was limping on the way out. I was like, oh, he's just gonna die somewhere else. We'll find him and kill him later. I didn't expect the motherfucker to live, nor climb on my neck. Spiders don't have the capacity to hold grudges. They don't have the brain for it. I know because I looked this up after I, flung a spider for the first time. Because yes, my dear friends, this is not the first time I've flung a spider. In the recent years. So yeah. Fun. It was just on my neck. Good news is, when going to Mom, both of us are coping with humor. Well, I'm coping with humor and Mom's helping me cope with humor. I happened to make the offhanded joke that the reason why the daddy long leg was climbing on my neck, well, it could sense my daddy issues, obviously. Which I still think is a banger line, okay? But then, the first time I flung a spider, I'm pretty sure this year, I was going to the bathroom, and I happened to be just, going to the bathroom, doing my business, and I didn't feel anything. I sneezed. And you know how when you sneeze, you kind of turn your head? Well, I turned my head, and I see on my shoulder, just a daddy long leg, chilling there, sitting there like he's a pirate, or not a pirate, a parrot on a pirate's shoulder. And obviously, I freak out. I fling him off my shoulder, and I'm like, stripped out of all my clothes, and just, was patting myself down to make sure no spider, was on me anymore. Ran in my room, got redressed. Was just like, oh. It was the worst. So bad, because I have sensory issues, and the spiders, bugs, trigger them so much. Because, it felt like everything. Sometimes, I won't shave because it's a little bit of hair, and it's nobody's gonna see it. I shave for myself, but in moments like that, I'm like, oh, this is why I shave. This is why I do it so detailed, or so double checking all, because all those little hairs suddenly felt like little legs, and it was freaking me out so much. I hate it. So yeah, I'm currently on a tirade against daddy long legs. I was chill with them. I was fine with them when I first saw them, because I was like, that's fine. Daddy long legs kill other things, other pests that we don't want in the house. But when they start climbing on me, we got problems. We ain't friendly anymore, okay? Hell no. So yeah, I'm freaking out. I hate daddy long legs currently. But the reason why I sprayed the spiders in the first place in the bathroom was partly the first time I had to fling a spider off of me, but also because my sister had mentioned that one of the spiders didn't really look like a daddy long leg, and that was like, now why would you say such a thing? Because then I was like, okay, let me spray them all and kill them all, because might as well. There was also so many. I was like, okay, they're multiplying and we need them not to multiply. Okay, no more. our entire behind the door of the bathroom is just spider webs. So like no. They needed to go. Needed to leave. Um so yeah, that's been my fun adventures with spiders. Hey Sky, you said said that like there's more. Welcome to Sky's Disastrous Life, y'all. There's more. So, how much more? Well, we talked a little bit about the ants already. Let's talk about the centipedes. The what? Oh, yes, the centipedes that crawl up from the bathtub drain. I'm having fun, y'all. Yeah, no, the centipedes are coming from the drain. I am not having a fun time with them because I keep flushing them back down the drain, and I'm like, stay, motherfucker, stay. But yes, they creep me out a lot, especially when you're, going to the kitchen or the living room late at night, and there is just a round thing crawling in front of you. Yep. I prefer the roaches. Bring me back the roaches. Because that was our big problem, was that there was roaches. But now there's centipedes. And I don't want the centipedes. I'd rather the roaches. Please. Please. But yeah, no. No. Oh, I lied. There's actually another spider story. The applesauce craft or cozy corner video. If you watch the time lapse, watch the counter and look for like a small black dot, because that shit was a baby spider crawling, and you could see me freak out and go like grab something to kill it with, and then when I come back, it's gone. So yeah, that's also fun. I don't know where he went. I haven't been able to find him. I just hope he's dead. Uh, we might have to bug bomb the house again. Yeah, no, it's been fun. There was a moth on the window like the other day, and I had to double check that it wasn't inside. It wasn't, thankfully, but like still, ugh. I don't like moths either. There was a time where I there was a moth, and it was like buzzing around me, and when things buzz around me, I issues issues. I have lots of problems with things buzzing around me, and so that moth was just triggering me so much. So to counteract it, I turned off all the lights, and I was just sitting in the dark. But every once in a while, I'd hear a little buzz, and I was just like, oh my God, I feel like I'm in a horror movie with a moth. It was not a big moth. That's what was so upsetting about it. It wasn't a big moth, but I couldn't, like, kill it. I couldn't get it because it was so tiny. Ugh. And then the mosquitoes are just the worst right now because we are entering summer-ish temperature-wise, and the mosquitoes are having a field day. I'm having so many mosquito bites. And the worst part is the mosquitoes aren't coming in because it's like, oh, we're leaving a window open or a door open. They're coming in because the lovely child, my dog, Casey, she keeps bringing them in. And we're like, God damn it, Casey. She brings in a lot of stuff. Bugs being one of them. She also is not helpful. See, I'll catch a bug under a bowl because she won't come kill it. And then she'll knock that bowl over and let the bug go free. I didn't know she was doing that until fairly recently. And I was just like, child, are you serious? Is this why they keep showing up? It's you? It was, in fact, her. Yeah, no. I wish Casey was more active in killing the bugs. I don't want her to eat the bugs. That would be a no. But this is actually not the first time I've had a pet be a little more okay with bugs. As my cat where I, when I lived with my stepfamily, my cat, Sage, she once, me and my brother were talking and we saw her playing with something. And we were like, oh, what are you playing with, Sage? Being, normal about it. And then she came into the kitchen where there was tile instead of carpet, and there was the bug. And we were both like, oh shit! Yeah, no, we were both like, good girl? Like, on one hand, she killed it. On the other hand, don't play with that. It was a very interesting time. I also, so when I was little, I went to play outside in my great grandmother's backyard or front yard. I don't remember which it was. I just remember I was going outside and I was really happy about this because, I got permission. The adults were like, go play outside. We're talking about adult stuff and this is clearly boring to you. Go play. And I was like, yeah, hell yeah. So I walked out, walked past the screen door, and I was just, walking along. I was in sandals, like flip-flops, plastic ones. And I stepped in an anthill. Now, did child me step on it and go, oh no, and walk away, or go tell the adults, or, anything smart? No, child me just stood there and watched as dozens of ants started crawling up my legs. You could barely see my skin. It was not good. And my dad was just like, oh my god, child of mine, what is happening? And I'm like, "Hi, Dad. It tickles." I'm like, no shit, I'm sure some of them bit me because I stepped on their anthill. Like, goddamn. Yeah, my pain tolerance from when I was a kid to now is completely different. For sure. I can't stand one spider on me. Kid me was chill with so many ants. What the hell? But I also once, we lived in an apartment, and I, our laundry room was within the apartment, and it was a short little walk across the complex, and I usually wore shoes, but like this one time I didn't because I was just like, it's a quick in and out type of situation. And the one time I didn't, you want to know what happened? I stepped on a goddamn bee, and I got stung by the bee, which was particularly scary because we had no idea if I was allergic or not to said bees, to bees. Point being, we didn't know anything. So I was, kind of put on top of the dryers, I believe. It was the washing machines or the dryers, I don't remember. Either way, I was put on top of one of them and was just told to sit there while we waited to see if anything happened. I'm fine, obviously. Nothing happened. I'm not allergic to bees, which is great, but I still don't like them, especially when you get stung right on your heel. It was not fun at all. Trying to think. I know there's more. Our bush out front, like we have a bush like right next to the door. It's a big bush. It is filled to the brim with bees, and big bees, and I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate those bees so much. Like, it reaches the season that they're out, and I'm like, nope, I want to stay home. Let me stay home. I don't want to go out. Not with them swarming around. Which kind of sucks because I like wearing pretty things. I like wearing pretty colors. But, yeah, no. Bugs find that awesome. They're like, oh, hello. Bees are like, oh, pretty flower. And I'm like, get the fuck off of me. Yeah. The bees. We had wasps. Like, right out front. Okay, so we have a little overhang, right? So here's our door. Here's the overhang. You guys can't see my hand, but envision it. Envision it. You know, there's the door. The overhang's right above it. Right there, like right in front of the door, was a wasp nest. And so we had so many wasps. And I refused to leave the house. It was up to big sister and mom to figure out what the hell to do. And I was like, good luck, because it ain't gonna be me. So they figured it out. They killed them all, and then, but we still have the nest up there because it's like you can buy fake wasp nests to discourage other, wasps coming and making a new nest. But like it still freaks me out when we walk inside and I happen to catch a glimpse of it because I'm like, oh, everything like tightens up. I hate it. I'm like, I just like, I have this irrational fear that another wasp is gonna come out of it, Like, don't. No. Even, and I think the difference is because I know it's a real wasp nest, right? If it was a fake one, I feel like I'd be less like freaking out. But since I know it was a real one, I'm just like so worried that, there was a survivor and he's gonna come back and sting us all. So yeah, they nope. Ooh, I remember once I was playing on my laptop, not the one I currently stream or do everything on, but my old laptop, and I was sitting there for quite a while, to the point where I didn't notice, but I felt something on my leg, and when I looked down, there was just a cockroach climbing up my leg. And I of course, freaked out. I flung it off and was like, what the hell? So, yeah, that also happened. Like, listen, I am not lying when I say bugs love me. They love me. And I hate it. I hate them. They need to leave me alone. I need restraining orders against every bug species, apparently. There was one time on stream, like during my very early days on streaming, a bug got in and he flew around me, and on stream you can hear me take the coffee, iced coffee bottle that I had and smash the bug with it. I was not happy, okay? It was freaking me out too much. I wanted it dead. Yeah, I don't do well with things that fly. Like flies, the not flies, the bug, gnats, mosquitoes, all of those I don't do well with. I don't do well with dragonflies either. Butterflies are in this weird area where I'm a little more okay with them because they're unlike the others. They're more likely to stay away from you because of how kind of shy butterflies are versus dragonflies, gnats, and flies who have no hesitation to be all up in your face like, hello. And I talked before of how, like, when I was young, we were on a night walk and there was like a cloud of gnats, and my stepmother was just like, just walk through it, it'll be fine. And as I started to walk through it, I could hear whizzing around me, and it started to freak me out. And it turned out because a dragonfly saw the giant cloud of gnats and was like, hell yeah, man, dinner time, And for little me, it was just so much, and I hated it. I hated it so much. So I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, my stepmom got mad at me because I don't think I think I ended up, like, walking around, like, quite literally taking the long way around because I could not walk through it. It was just not a thing I could do. So yeah. Bugs and I, man, we don't have a good relationship. Which is so funny because I want to get into gardening, and I'm gonna have to deal with bugs while I garden. But I'm a little more okay with worms and snails and Snails don't count as bugs, but worms are bugs, right? And I'm okay with them. I'm okay with certain ones. I'm just not okay with, fucking bees and the flying ones, okay? Which I know is most pollinators, but still. Look, I don't wanna. Um, yeah. I kind of forgot that gardening involves having to deal with bugs until this very moment. So here we are, I suppose. uh, yeah. I suppose I have to take it one step at a time, and if I can't do it, I can't do it. But if I can, Holly, you know what I meant, you know, victory. But yeah, no bugs. Nope, 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 no. Nope, 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 no. Um. I know, like, the other day I had to shoo a bug back outside because he tried to come in with us, and I was like, nope, get back out there. Stay out there. I don't want you inside. I don't know what you are. I don't care what you are. Just leave. It was so small, black and flying. Which, I don't know if I've ever told this story, but when I was in school, sorry, I had a burp. Not burp. I don't know. Point being, I had to do something, and yeah. Uh, but I had a friend in school who, like, there was a beetle during lunch, and all of us were freaking out because it was a beetle flying over our heads. And my one, like, friend, he stood up and managed to swat the thing out of the sky and, like, kill it, I believe. And it was just kind of sitting on the ground. And we were all like, oh my god, our hero. Which is so funny because usually he was more scary to all of us, but that one time he was actually like hailed as a hero because oh my god, he got rid of the beetle. The beetle was scary, man. Flying over our heads, what's freaking us out. I don't know what was louder, the beetles whizzing or the girl screaming. I included. I am not girl, but I was also included in the screaming part. No, I don't think I actually screamed, to be honest. I think it did freak me out, though. As do most bugs, as do most bugs. I have gone to a butterfly greenhouse. I know there's a specific word for it, but like where there's a big building like greenhouse where you can walk in and you can see all the different types of butterflies and walk around in it. I've been to one of those and it's actually like was my favorite at the time to do because I did enjoy that and I didn't mind it. And again, I think it goes back to I don't remember any of the butterflies ever landing on me, nor, flapping around me incessantly. They just kind of all chilled and did their own thing, landing on other people, stuff like that. So, really appreciate butterflies being more chill. Makes me like them a lot. Oh, I heard a noise. Oh shit. I heard a noise. I was a little worried. I had to readjust. But my foot is asleep. But yeah, no, I really appreciate butterflies. And I know, like, the thing is, like, hey, well, Sky, if you didn't want to deal with bugs, why do you wear floral things? Because currently I'm wearing a lot of floral things, like a daisy skirt and little flower dresses. And I have a dress currently that's got a flower embroidery on it. And it's like, well, because I want to. I like my clothes. Fuck you. But two, because the bugs, you'll come to me anyway, even if I'm not wearing something floral and flashy. I could be in an all black outfit and those bugs will still come to me. Like, it's the worst, man. Uh, yeah. But yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of all the bug stories I have currently. Obviously, I'm sure more will pop up as life goes on. But yeah. Uh I blanked there. Hold on. um I blah 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 blah. Blah. I have I'm trying to get myself used to the new outro. I'm getting great at the new intro, but the new outro is the part that's like getting me. Uh, so sorry. See you all. That was just my throat closing up. Sorry. Jesus. See you all next time and keep on shining.